Hi, I'm Jamie Schmotzer. I'm an instructor with the Old World Alliance, and today I'm going to be showing you a new haversack that I just bought this past weekend when I was down in Kentucky at Campcraft Outdoors, run by Jason Hunt. So stay tuned and I'm going to show you what I've got inside of here. So, as you might be able to tell, this sweet haversack is waxed canvas, and it's very thin. It's very nice. It's not rigid wax. It's not. I mean, this top part. Look at this. It's not crazy heavily waxed that you can't do that with it. So anyway. Let me show you. This is for size comparison. For size comparison, I'm going to bring out an oilskin haversack from Panther Primitives. Now, this haversack, same size as the Pathfinder one, except it doesn't have that logo, and I added a button. I'm going to do a video on that real soon. But this is the same size as Dave Canterbury's wax canvas or oilskin Pathfinder haversack, except it's directly from the source, which is Panther Primitives. And I'm going to set that down right next to the Campcraft waxed canvas haversack. And as you can see, they are pretty much the same size. Now, this one, as y'all probably know, has a flap here. This one does not. That's the major difference in terms of construction or design. Okay, so let me show you what I've got in here, because this is it's a really nice haversack. Jason did a great job on this. So just a moment, let me adjust the camera. All right, so first of all, when I open this up, as many of you can tell, I've got a Mora. This is a Mora Companion, and I just slide that right in there. So I've always got it. Great knife. Now, it's hard to talk about bags without first talking about what is it intended for, right? People do these loadout videos all the time. I've done them myself. But at the end of the day, the loadout really depends on who you are, where you're at, what you're fixing to do. There's not really a one size fits all as far as what's your haversack loadout. So what realistically am I going to be using this for? Well, lots of stuff. What would I be using it for today? Well, I'm out on the property. I've got the gator. I might be going on a scout. What would I be taking with me? It's a pretty warm day. It's not crazy hot, but it's warm. Regardless, I'm going to need some water. So in here, I've got a hydro flask. It fits perfectly in here. Usually what I like to do when it comes to a water bottle in a haversack is put in a cup. This is a Snow Peak. I think it's a 700 or 750, something like that, titanium. And I'm really only putting this in there as a spacer, okay? This goes in and out very nicely, okay? But what it does is when I put it in my haversack, it sort of retains the space so that I can take this out and I can put it right back in without too much hassle, and it's going to fit right in that cup. Okay, very nice. So let's see what else. This is flower sackcloth. Very nice piece of material. It's white. I can use this as a bandana. I can use this as a napkin, right? Rather than having, I'm eating something and my fingers get sticky, whatever, I can wet it down and wipe wipe my face. It's a useful piece of kit, and it's very, very cheap. So I usually keep one of these around. Got that in there attached to this dummy cord. Let me show you the dummy cord I've got here, right around here. Dummy corded on here. I've got a Strike Force ferro rod. See that right here? This thing puts, it's a very hard ferro rod, and so I like to use this thumb press method. See how easy it is for me to get those strikes just by pushing with my thumb. And this is good ferro rod. I typically prefer the softer ones, but in this case, I use a hard one. But just dummy corded. I've got this ferro rod, so wherever I am with this haversack, if I need to, I can light a fire. Chances are I'm not going to need to do that. But knife, fire, good stuff to have. So let me put this around my neck for a moment. Now, if I'm out and about doing, scouting around the property, I like to have some snacks, and these food tins are great. And see, I've got some cashews, cashews, raisins, chocolate chips, pineapple chunks. And this works really well for me. Put it in the food tin, goes right in the haversack. Right now, Jason Hunt at Campcraft Outdoors does sell a big tube. I've got one. I've actually already done a video on it that holds, I think it comes with 6 of those 16-ounce food tins, and you could actually fit 8 of them in there. But most of the time, if I'm just going out scouting around, I don't need 6 or 8 of those tins. One is plenty enough, right? So I got that in there. This is a pouch also I just picked up, actually 2 of them from Jason this weekend down at Campcraft. It'll fit a Lansky puck. It will fit just odds and ends. What I've got in here is my compass, and I've got my Woodsman Essential Oil Kit, and just a small, well, actually this is my spice kit. So I've got some Tabasco in there, and I've got some little vials of salt and pepper, different stuff. I thought it was my first aid kit, but anyway, this pouch will actually fit 2 Altoids tins pretty snugly, but it'll do it. But I've got, I guess, my spice kit. Normally that would be my little first aid kit, the Woodsman Essential Oil Kit, and my compass just packed right in there like this. There's a snap there, and so I just have that in there. Now I can convert this to fitting on a belt if I wanted to get it out of the haversack. I could also, with this little loop up top, I could make a necklace out of it. I wouldn't do that personally, but it is an option. And I've got that in here. And the only other thing that I have in this haversack is a piece of waxed canvas that I made. I waxed this myself, and it's just a ground pad, right? Pretty good size. Usually I just keep it doubled, or even, just something to maybe sit on, put my knee on so I don't get wet, whatever. This is not padded or anything like that. It's just a vapor barrier, more or less, so that I can, put something down and it stay dry, whether it's my butt, my knee, whatever. Oftentimes I'll put this underneath my hammock and just put my boots on it. If I want to jump out of the hammock, I gotta, dry something to, step on. But this fits very nicely in the back of this haversack. So let me show you all together what I've got in this haversack, and maybe that'll give you some ideas of what you can, put it in for yourself. And a very special thank you to Jason Hunt at Campcraft Outdoors for hosting the Old World Alliance forging and blacksmithing workshop this past weekend. It gave me a good opportunity to go down there and check out the property, get to know Jason a little better, and also to take a look at his wax canvas products. I have seen them before. I already own some of them, but to be able to see almost the full line and get my grubby paws on them and see just how nice they really are, I am impressed. This haversack, I mean, look at this. This is waxed, okay? And, you know, I slept with this thing 3 nights, and in the morning, the outside was covered with dew. And the inside was bone dry. And look how, I mean, I've waxed canvas before. I know how easy it is to over wax canvas. And yet this is just perfectly soft, yet it's waxed and water resistant. So I'm just such a huge fan. Way softer and more pliable than the oilskin from SRO or, you know, Panther Primitives. This wax canvas is just, it's really, really, really nice. So I was very happy to take a look at what Jason had to offer. I'm going to be doing some videos on some more of the items that I bought down there as well, and I will get those videos out pretty soon. In the meantime, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. So take it easy.